Every October here at ABC Action News, we take action to raise awareness about domestic violence. And tonight we're shining the light on the verbal and emotional trauma that often stays with survivors even after they get help. Our Michael Paluska sat down with a survivor and has her message of hope.
The survivor we talked to told me that in the beginning of her relationship, her boyfriend was charismatic and charming. Then she started to see red flags, but by the time she realized what was happening, she felt like everything was her fault and she didn't know what to do. How did you find that courage to escape?
Oh, I don't know that it was courage. I think it was just fear. It was pure panic, like fight or flight mode at that point.
Elle Longden says years ago she was trapped in a verbal and emotionally abusive relationship for 10 months. She says her friends noticed she was losing confidence and was closed off.
So I'd been thinking something wasn't right, and I'd finally given up that hope of, oh, it's going to change, it's going to get better and be like it was in the beginning.
Longden says a couple months into the relationship, the abuse got worse. First cutting her off from calling her friends and family, forcing her off of social media, then trying to take control of her finances.
When the money thing happened, it really solidified for me that this was going to take a bad turn.
These individuals can be very charming, they're very engaging, they're very manipulative. They choose who to abuse, how to abuse, when and where.
Roseanne Capoli is the chief program officer at the Spring of Tampa Bay, helping survivors for nearly 2 decades.
Many survivors who I knew who had endured really horrific physical violence, but was oftentimes that tape that was playing in their head was the verbal abuse, the emotional abuse, the name calling. That was the stuff that was being played over and over in their head that we would talk through.
According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, psychological abuse causes long-term damage to a victim's mental health. 7 out of 10 psychologically abused women display symptoms of PTSD, depression, or both. Psychological abuse also leads to low self-esteem, suicidal thoughts, and difficulty trusting others, and poor physical health.
I 100% believe that the emotional and verbal will last with you for a lifetime.
Longden still sees a therapist, and random things can trigger thoughts of her past. But she escaped and survived, moved to Seattle with her dog Khaki, and started her life over, reconnecting with friends and family.
And it comes down to whether or not you want to lose everything that you are.
Her message to others: don't wait. You can be free again, too.
Finding whatever it is that gets you out, be it courage, be it fear, be it pain, be it your dad coming to your house and dragging you away from there kicking and screaming. Let it happen. Your gut knows what's going on.
In Tampa, Michael Paluska, ABC Action News.